Hey there, it's Gail with the weekly energies reading, and I wanted to welcome you for this week's reading. I had an experience earlier today where I'm getting the sense that this week is about shifting some energy that's feeling blocked, and it may be energy that you're aware of that's blocked. It may be something that you weren't even aware of. So I feel like that's coming through. Wanted to share that as I shuffle the cards here. Today I'm using two decks. The Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Collette and Reid, and the Mary L. Tarot as clarifiers if need be. It's a beautiful deck, steeped in a lot of mythology. It's very cool. It's a little challenging for me to read, but I felt guided to use that deck today. So what messages do we have for the Lightworker Starseed Collective this week? I also happen to know, just happen to read. This isn't anything that's coming through specifically. But I know that I believe it's Mars and Venus are doing some fun stuff this week. And so it's a great opportunity to balance out. Oh my God. Lots of cards coming up. It's a great opportunity to balance masculine and feminine energies. So if you follow astrology, you probably already know that. And if you don't, now you do. Okay. So we've got, oh my gosh. Okay. So we've got Wasp. Spirit came out. Oh my God. Oh boy, this is funny. All right. So Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings. Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. And Parrot Spirit, watch your words. This is really interesting. They all have wings. And this is reminding me of last week's reading where we had the Phoenix come out. We also had dragonflies and fairies. And so what I'm getting is that there's an airiness in the energies lately. There's a flow. There's a call to be in the flow with the energies versus in resistance to them. Which can happen, right? When we experience things in our lives, especially things that sting, for example, things that hurt, our natural tendency is to pull back, is to withdraw, is to want to be guarded. And what I'm feeling is that the message here is, even though we have these temporary hurts, right? They don't last forever. It's like Spirit's calling to stay in that flow, to be with whatever it is that's stinging, and also to trust that there's something in that for you versus the tendency to just shut down, close down, try to protect yourself, right? Like that's what the ego does. Your ego does a great job of protecting. And what I'm feeling here is that when you are shutting that down, when you're shutting the flow down, right? And you're protecting yourself, you're restricting, you're contracting, you're not open to those expansive energies. And it's like Spirit saying, just trust and look for the lessons, look for the truths that are coming through those, obviously coming through in those joyful moments, but in those moments that are uncomfortable, that are in those moments that hurt or sting or feel painful. And with this parrot spirit here, to watch your words, I'm feeling that that's more, it could be external. Parrots are pretty loud, right? But I'm feeling like it's more watching your words around when these things come up, watching your internal dialogue, right? Or your internal monologue, watching the words in reaction to those things. What are you telling yourself what are you making it mean? What are you telling yourself that it means? And really watching the, it's like a deeper, it's more than just the negative self-talk. It's deeper than that. I'm feeling like it's deeper than that. It's like really more of a nuance, because I'm feeling like that, whoever is tuning into this, it's like you've done work around the negative self-talk. And what I'm feeling is this is a more nuanced message around, it's deeper, it's unconscious, it's subconscious. It's not necessarily the stuff that you actually hear, right, in your mind. It's really that deep-seated stuff that's been there for a long time, that's really embedded. And so it's like Spirit saying, when these things come up for you, just what I'm getting is like slow down. Just slow down. Be present. Be in your body. Be aware, right? Because then you'll hear these things. They'll come into your consciousness. They'll come into your awareness. And because you've already done work around, you've got your tools, you know how to do your work around that negative self-talk, you'll be able to, quote unquote, watch these words, right? Watch them and transform them, transmute them. But what I'm getting here is that it's kind of like what I was saying at the beginning, like there's a shift here in some things that you don't even realize are there, that are blocking you. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some tarot here just to see if we can get some more clarification. Yeah. Hierophant. Yeah. Okay. So, this Hierophant, it's got the caduceus here. That's all, that's the Kundalini, right? The flow of that Kundalini energy, the masculine, the feminine, holding the key, right? It's like it's understanding that you hold the key. You hold the key to your expansion. You hold the key to your joy, your happiness. No one else, right? We've been conditioned and trained to believe that others are here to fulfill our emotional wants and needs, right? And they're here to augment our experience, but it's really within us. We hold the key to that. This looks like Mayan glyphs behind this Hierophant. And then this looks like, I don't know, for some reason I've never been to Peru. I don't know, this seems Peruvian to me. I'm not sure why. But yeah, it's like, it's picking up some of that. What is that? What do you, it's like this ancient rituals, ancient wisdom, even the like the wings and the snake, that kind of reminds me of ice. It's like there's this, I don't know, you might be studying some of these things, right? And it's like, how can you connect with that ancient wisdom this week? Okay, 4 swords and 2 of cups. Yeah. So this is connected to this wasp energy, Four Swords. So there, you may have had something here where, something felt stormy. Maybe had an off with someone on your team, maybe somebody in your life, and it's feeling a little cloudy, stormy. But look at these clouds. It's like these are going to blow over. They look a little gnarly, right? But sometimes those storms come up real quick and then they leave real quick too, right? And so it's just kind of like, I don't know if you can see this down here, but there's like a building. It almost looks like it's weird. It looks like a factory, but now it also looks like lightning rods. So this could have been a little shocking, like a shocking situation or revelation that you had, but it's like, just stay grounded. You might need to, just take a break for yourself while this storm passes. And I really feel like that's connected to this sometimes life stings. So, but there's some truth in here for you. So it's like, just be still and be open to receiving whatever that truth is for you. So Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So what I got when I was tuning into the Two of Cups, what would love do? I feel like this is connected to the parrot spirit. So, whatever this situation was, it's like, how can you approach it from love? Not necessarily being a doormat, mind you. How can you approach this from a place of love for yourself and also a place of love for the other person? Now, that doesn't necessarily mean like just forgive and forget, right? That means, how can you honor your feelings and your boundaries and communicate that to whoever or whatever is involved in this particular situation that you're going through in a loving way, not in a blaming, not in a tearing down. It might be a little bit of tough love, right? It might be setting some boundaries. It might be saying some, difficult or inconvenient truths, right? But it's still coming from a loving energy, is what I'm getting here. It's approaching that other person or that situation with respect and reverence and love while honoring what's true for you. Yeah, so interesting. And so if this is coming up for you, I'm also feeling like tuning in, making sure that your energy is balanced and clear before actually, there's a conversation happening, right? So really getting clear, getting grounded within yourself, getting your energies balanced, maybe doing some energy clearing before even approaching this situation. And, maybe even calling in whoever your guides are, calling in the angels, calling in, if you've got ancient guides that you connect with, your higher self, the other person's higher self, calling in and asking for that help, will help with this situation. I'm going to pull another card here. You know what? Just bear with it, because I'm going to grab another deck. So I'm getting the feeling that, if you approach this situation in that way, with that energy, that balanced energy, that present energy, from a place of power, basically, right? From your own personal power, and with love for yourself, for the other person, or whatever the situation is. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like this is a specific person, and for others, I feel like this is just a situation. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? If we're approaching it from love and balanced energy. Oh my God. Yeah. Diamond, right? Diamonds. Diamonds form under pressure, right? Diamonds are coal formed under pressure, right? So this might feel like one type of situation, and if we're coming from a balanced state, a loving state, it's like the diamond is hidden within that, right? But there's a little bit of pressure to create that clarity, that strength, the beauty, but it's like, I'm feeling like Spirit saying, trust that the beauty, that there's beauty and value in what this particular situation is that you're going through right now. I'm getting like a hang in there. Hang in there. And yeah, it's like, they're also saying like there's this pressure, you're feeling the pressure, but also understanding that there's pressure on the situation, or there's pressure, if you're dealing with a specific person, they're feeling that too. And it's almost like it may not seem like the two of you are in the same place or on the same path. It might feel like there's a misalignment, but it's almost like this is for both you in the situation or you in the person. And if you approach it from this way, you're going to get this amazing outcome with this diamond energy. I'm just going to look at the book here for a second. Try not to rely too much on that. Yeah. This is what caught my eye first. Diamond Spirit has appeared to let you know that this is a moment to wield your power mindfully. You've earned wisdom over time as you have suffered much in your life, and now you are in a place of maturity and understanding. Avoid being reactive, right? That's the watch your words. Avoid being reactive, for there's strength in quiet, loving gestures, such as the willingness to listen or to say, I am sorry that you are in this situation. Often it is these gentle actions that hold the most power. Your ability to move hearts is very strong right now. So even as you maintain healthy boundaries, make the choice to own your power and use it with wisdom and grace. Yeah. In doing so, you align with the conscious universe who knows the healing power of love and compassion. Yeah. And so Diamond Spirit asks us to contemplate how something that felt unbearable may have actually assisted us in becoming more fully who we are. Can you see how strong you are now? And that's what I'm feeling. It's like this situation, this thing that's stinging right now, right? when you get stung by a wasp, right, it's super painful in the moment, and then it goes away pretty fast. But it's almost, I'm like getting chills just thinking about the last time I got stung by a wasp. It's so unbearable in that first instant, and then it wears off. And it's like, yeah, this may have been super painful, but it's like you're going to move through this. If you continue to keep these energies balanced, if you are coming from that place of grace and wisdom and love, you're going to move through this. And on the other side of it is going to be, this feeling of incredible strength and beauty. So that is the energies coming through for this week. I wish you all a beautiful week ahead. And yeah, if this resonates, drop a comment below. Feel free to share if any of this sounds like anything that you're going through. Feel free to share any tools that you might have for others who may be going through this. And I'll reconnect with you next week. Bye.